Hello, Chocobird here for another video review. This time with the new McVitie's Tartlets. If it focuses in, chocolate flavour, yes. Crunchy biscuit with a delicious centre, it says. Yes, it's chocolate flavour because I do have to hand the raspberry flavour as well. Yes, thanks so much to Scotty for a regular review of the channel, putting me onto these ones. I didn't realise there was two. When I bought these ones, I couldn't see one, but subsequently in other shops I've seen these ones as well. So yes, there we go. Great stuff. I think B&M, maybe Tesco have them both, not sure. Maybe Asda as well. I don't know where I originally got this one from, but anyway, I think B&M and Asda have definitely got both in, I think. So yeah, but either way, there we go. So it looks a bit like the, there's a limited edition, what they call McVitie's Blissfuls, I think they are sort of basically, essentially what this is, but with a topper as well. They're sort of answer to the Nutella biscuits, sort of their version of that, where it's like a sort of cream filling with a very small topper to it. So rather than having just like all biscuits like you do with something like Jammy Dodgers, where you just the ratio from filling to biscuit is just ridiculously in favour of the biscuit. And they had like a smaller, just like a little topper. It was in the shape of this logo actually, which I'm not too keen on, this sort of logo from McVitie's there. Yeah, basically it was in the shape of that on top of it, and I think this is basically that but without the topper. So, and as I said, there was a limited edition one at the at Christmas, and I think it was normally they just have just chocolate in the middle, but it had a limited edition one for Christmas where it had basically the sort of, well, this inside it for all intents and purposes. So it might have been slightly different, but it seemed to be that way. So yeah, so I believe that's what this is, basically a blissful but without the topper. But this one didn't exist in blissful form. This raspberry is completely new. So it's interesting it's raspberry, not strawberry as well. Usually they go with strawberry, don't they? It's very pink, this one, but we'll, as I say, come back to that when we review it. Right, so let's have a look a bit further then, shall we? So let's see, what else is there on it? Well, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? As I say, it's got a nice little design on it. Looks pretty good. And it's got that sort of, I don't know, it seems, I don't know if this has always been there, this McVitie's coat of arms type logo. McVitie's logo has generally always been this, as far as I know, but recently in some products they've had this on display as well. Baking since 1839, I think that says. Like a sort of McVitie's coat of arms, but I don't really like it. I just, that's McVitie's to me. That looks just a bit too much. But there we go. That's my opinion, of course. Crunchy biscuit with delicious centre, it says there, as we mentioned before. Each biscuit contains 150 kilojoules, but 36 calories. That's not bad, 36 calories per biscuit. That's not too bad. Obviously, the camera seems to disagree because it's focused out, but there we go. It gives you the percentage of an adult's daily intake. That is for a lady, I think, 2,000 calories rather than the 2,500 for men. So, but probably better to err on the side of caution, so I can appreciate that. So it's 100 grams there. So it says there. So I think each biscuit is, let's say on the, I thought it said here what the weight of each biscuit was, but it doesn't. So I might find out from here at some point. It might tell you how many biscuits in each pack. Yeah, you can see there it says a wheatmeal biscuit with a creamy centre layer, topped with milk chocolate. Okay, it's got milk chocolate 16%. Got palm fat in there, you can see here. Anything else of interest? Just from a quick glance, I can only see the percent of the of the milk chocolate, so 16%. So that's kind of like 84% unaccounted for. Might be another percentage in here. Sometimes you can miss them. More palm oil there. Yeah, but I can't easily see one. But I could have missed one over there. Their cream filling 14%. There we go. All right. Conveniently adds up to 30% there. So 70% unaccounted for. So I guess that's 70% biscuits. I think that's what it's trying to say. Do you get the impression it'd be more than 30%? Filling there from that, well, don't you really? I was mentioning before how the things like Jammy Dodgers and things just have too much biscuit per filling, but even this one's 70-30. So apparently, so yeah, seems to be the case. All right, anything else of interest? Get in touch, not happy, stuff like that. Quality guarantee. They contain nuts, sesame seeds. Right, calories. So per 100 grams, 500 calories. So usually chocolate products, which doesn't really include biscuits, but like chocolate bars and things, have between 500 to 550. So this is on the lower end of that for sure, dead on the lower end. 25.1 grams of fat, 14 of which are saturates. So then per biscuit, 36 calories. 1.8 grams of fat, 1 of which are saturates. It is a 100 gram pack. So basically per 100 grams is the entire value of the pack. So 500 calories per pack. 25.1 grams of fat, 14 of which are saturates. It says typical number of biscuits per pack, 14. So yeah, that's not bad. Might be plus or minus 1 maybe, but yeah, there we go. Alright, well, it looks pretty interesting, doesn't it? It looks pretty interesting, but I think we need to get into them and see what they like further. So, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go give them an open. But I might, I'll probably review these afterwards, so check out the review of this later on. And I'll probably compare them both when I review this one. So, yeah, check that out later. Alright, let's give this an open. Okay, then I'm going to give these McVitie's Tartlets chocolate flavour, or chocolate flavour McVitie's Tartlets, or McVitie's chocolate flavour Tartlets, or however you want to say it, in whatever combination. We're going to give them an open. So let's do it. So time recording, I've done about 1,020 reviews more or less, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the top right corner, I'll link to place all my other reviews for some of the latest ones, such as some of McVitie's ones, other Biscuit ones, the new ones I can think of. So yeah, after you watch this, liked and subscribed, do check those out. I'd enjoy those too. So there we go. So look, pretty interesting, don't they? Yes. I'll tell you, before I forget, let's count how many there are. So they said there was going to be 14 typically per pack, and so that's 5, 10, 14. Yep. So there is 14 per pack. So pretty good, pretty good. You'd expect it to be pretty accurate, you know, because they've got to weigh them and stuff like that. So yeah, nice smell coming from these, but definitely on the front, I think you'd say. Well, let's have a compare. Actually, see if we can compare them. Got one here. Not look quite spherical. That. We'll get a better looking one, although it has to be said that one was a bit lopsided. But you can see here, yeah, don't know. It looks like it comes across as having a bit less biscuit to filling ratio on the packet, but definitely in hand, perhaps when compared, you can see it's definitely a lot more. Yeah, looks to be a lot more biscuit. So 70-30 perhaps is more believable when you see it like that. But we'll look into that further as well. So let's give it a bit of a measure. So I have the older calipers here. Let's see. The rough diameter is not a perfect circle, about 3.8. As you can see, not perfectly spherical, well, spherical, circular. And the height is not perfectly flat either. You can quite see it's a bit lumpy at one side and another side. You can especially see it there. Look at that. So, don't know, not very. Well, don't know. I mean, you would say most biscuits tend to be quite consistent. If you get a digestive, they tend to be the same thickness all the way around. So a bit poor. That this one isn't. These are bits, you know, haphazard. About a centimetre in height. On the other side, not the same actually. It's a bit strange, a bit confusing. Sure, it should be a bit. Yeah, give or take a millimetre or so. Depends. It's a bit hard to. There you go. That's right. They are about 8 millimetres there. Whereas on another spot, yeah, it's about a centimetre. So that's about a couple of millimetres there. Therefore, all of them are a bit haphazard. Yeah, they look a bit. Yeah. As I say, biscuits tend to be quite consistent. You know, digestives and things. So it's a bit poor maybe that these aren't. You know what I mean? Don't know how that's happened really. Don't know if it's like that with all of them, but yeah, they definitely look to be a bit, you know, not perfectly shaped. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look. We'll get the old measuring stick out to roughly measure how the diameter of the chocolate centre, and it's about 2.5 centimetres roughly. I didn't quite tell, but yeah, about 2.5. Obviously camera can be deceptive when you look at it, but if you that's about 2.5 there. All right, and then how do we get into it? I think I'll give it a bit of a chop. Unfortunately, when you chop them, it can push the centre down, obviously, because it's double layered. You know, it might cause the other layer to go into the other one and not quite represent how thick each one is, but I think if I snap it, it won't snap correctly, if you know what I mean. So we'll just give it a chop. Right, well, it's it's broken apart a bit there, but that's probably fair enough. You can see there the filling there. So quite a thin layer actually of chocolate and quite a thin layer of cream. So yeah, the 30-70 I think definitely is believable. Does it look like it does on the wrapper? Yeah. I mean, it's not a million miles away, is it? I mean, it does look a bit like there's more cream and chocolate filling on the wrapper, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It smells okay, by the way. There was a nice smell when I opened it, but nothing too dramatic, but it smells alright, you know what I mean? It smells okay. And here's a closer look. See there what we're up against. Okay. Alright, well, I think we need to give this a taste, so find out what it tastes like. So let's lift myself up and give it a taste. Let's do it. Okay, everyone, going to give these McVitie's Tartlets chocolate flavour, or these new chocolate flavour McVitie's Tartlets, how you want to say it, a taste. Yeah, so got one we broke apart earlier, but we'll probably taste, we'll taste one of these. A full one, why not, why not? So I think without further ado, let's just get into it, give it a taste. I'm sure I wanted to say something else, but I can't think what it was. It might come to mind later. Hopefully it won't be too late. Alright, let's give these a taste. Let's do it. Not bad, I think the not very chocolatey, let's put it that way. It's very much a sort of cream scent. I know it's got milk chocolate in it, but it doesn't come across as like a real layer of chocolate. I mean, it might be chocolate, it might, I mean, well, it says it's milk chocolate, but I mean, it doesn't come across as like you're biting into some chocolate. It just, for all intents and purposes, it may as well be like a chocolate cream. I guess it's not a million miles away perhaps from something you get in those pick-up bars, but it's a bit thinner. So it's not quite as substantial. It doesn't give you a real chocolate experience. And I think the cream side of it does perhaps detract from that as well, actually, because it does make it, they merge together a bit and it comes across a bit more just like you're eating, I don't want to quite say a bourbon or something like that, but it detracts from the fact that you're eating solid chocolate. And I feel like maybe if it was just a solid bit of chocolate, it might be better, actually. But then maybe that's more the Blissfuls area. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if the Blissfuls, let's just have a see if I can have a look. Yeah, I think they're more of a softer sense of the Blissfuls, basically. Yeah, it's just like a cream filling, but I had a quick look online. I feel that's the case really with them. I'm quite sure these ones, I don't know, I think they just came across as a bit more chocolatey. I think the cream was a bit more runny. This one's a bit more of a solid chocolate, and I feel like if it didn't have the cream layer, it'd probably work better. I just feel like the chocolate just kind of is a bit lost really with that. Let's try giving one a dunk on a nice warm cup of coffee here. Let's see. Might be better if already bitten into, so the coffee can get through to the whole of the biscuit. Not bad, not bad. Just softens the biscuit really. We've got here the actual filling and the chocolate there. You can see, it looks very much like almost like a custard cream filling, but a bit whiter. Has that consistency. You can just make it out. I feel like if it was just a chocolate rather than the cream, I think it would be a lot better. I think it would be a lot better. A bit more like a pick-up, I guess, then. But then you could argue just get a pick-up, and I think that might be my argument with these. But they are quite good calorie-wise. They are quite small and concise, you know what I mean? And they are very Moorish, but, there's not many calories per tartlet. But yeah, I think for me, the cream is the problem here. It just detracts from the chocolate. I mean, if you like that cream side, of course, fill your boots. But then I feel a bit like, maybe probably, I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a halfway house, either one thing or another with this one. I think that might be its problem, really. They're not unpleasant, though. They are nice, actually, quite nice to eat. There's not too much biscuit to the filling, you know what I mean? I feel like the 70-30 probably is about right. But I feel like the cream, as I say, just makes it neither one thing nor another. I feel like it should be all cream or all chocolate. So... and they might, I think, more all chocolate basically. But I feel either way, I think that's what it should be. So you should either have to go for the cream and become a sort of more, more exciting bourbon or custard cream or something. I think just being regular cream might be a bit boring. You know what I mean? So if you have that, and I think you would, you would be perhaps you just get more of a. It'd be like having a custard cream or bourbon without the top, basically. And there are people who prefer that. I think I might be one of those. I think that might be, the chocolate topper might be to protect the cream, so that might be it, you know what I mean? But then make them one of the Blissfuls if that's a problem. But I feel like they could have done this with these, I don't think they need that topper to protect them particularly. I think it would have been okay, I think, maybe, could be wrong, but surely it would only affect one of them that's exposed, and you could potentially package them so that there isn't a sort of topper exposed. But anyway, I think that's the problem with these. Just neither one thing nor another, but still be pleasant, still nice, but yeah, one of those. I feel like the average biscuit for me is a 2 out of 5. Regular digestives 2 out of 5 really. I think that's the average biscuit rather than a 3 for chocolate products. Where do these ones go? Well, they're definitely better than just a regular digestive, but I feel like they're just because they're neither one thing nor another. I feel like a custard creamer bourbon's probably a 3 out of 5. Milk chocolate digestives might be 3 out of 5, maybe a 3.5. It's somewhere between a 3 and a 3.5. It's that kind of thing, basically. They're nice, very easy to eat. You get exposed to the biscuit and the sort of layers in the middle, and you can taste them all. I think that's a positive for sure. There's, custard creams and bourbons, I think you might miss out on the centre a bit, you know, because it's just too much biscuit to filling, basically, you know. And I feel like these ones you get it pretty spot on, really. But it's just the problem is the centre is just neither one thing nor another. I feel like it needs to just be all chocolate or all cream. So I think for me, it does mark it up a bit because of all that. But as I say, unfortunately, just caps it only just being a 3.5 out of 5. But a nice product all the same. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think of this one. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. Always do best to reply. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program as well and the Discord server. Links for those are in the description. Check out one of these videos that's appearing on the screen now. Great to support my channel by continuing to watch my content. Leave a subscribe and leave a like and have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.